past the creaky metal gates, through the fog-enveloped graveyard, you find yourself on the rickety old porch of a long-forgotten home. Beyond the threshold sits a man obsessed, a tortured soul, cursed to discover all about the Southern California haunt community and beyond. You have now entered the domain of the Creepcast with Rick Creeper.
Alrighty, here we go. We're back at it again. Episode 24. And can we introduce ourselves? Who's to my right?
This is Marina from the Walker Chronicles.
And who's in front of me?
This is Chris from the Walker Chronicles.
This is the Walker Chronicles. Jeez, I already butchered the English language. The Walker Chronicles episode. YouTubers, theme park enthusiasts, foodie reviews, and travel fans. Hey guys, how we doing?
We're good.
We're doing well.
Thanks for having us.
I'm a little nervous to have you guys because I've been watching your videos all week just to do my homework. And now you guys are here. I'm like, how did this happen? I'm like, what the heck?
Well, you asked and we
were
seen you
available,
at tons of different events and we love what you guys do. So we wanted to be part of this.
Well, thank you for being part of the community, the haunt and horror community and so forth, and create great videos. You guys are obviously enthusiasts of the theme parks. What made you decide to start documenting your outings? At what point did you decide to start doing a YouTube channel?
In mid-2020, we were at home a lot like everybody else. And we spent a lot of time watching YouTube. We loved going to events. We traveled a bunch. And we always took photos.
Okay.
And watching YouTube made us think, man, we could do a much better job. And we would send photos to friends and family. But we figured if we were shooting video, it would be even a better experience because they could get a better feel for what we saw. So we watched a bunch of other channels. I watched tons of videos on video techniques and camera channels and technical channels.
So you did your homework.
Yeah, but I'll tell you, we went through about 4 different iterations of camera gear before we got to what we're at now, what we're happy with. But we just started that and share it with friends and family, and it slowly started growing and growing and growing over the last about a year and a half now. Yeah.
I definitely, like I said off mic, your guys' video quality, your content, your persona on camera, it's very eye catching and very informative. Like you guys, when we talk about the food at the different parks or the events, anybody could be like, yeah, I liked it. Well, why? Go into detail, and you guys are very descriptive about the food, the taste, and I'm like, wow, that sounds amazing what they're describing. I'm like, in the theme parks, when I started doing the podcast, it was on my laptop with one microphone, and and those I want to delete those forever. Those horrible episodes 1 through 5, and then it eventually upgraded to a $1,000 interface and professional mics and actually show notes and doing my homework, but I could get it. I mean, just your video quality is amazing, and that's what caught my attention. Besides you guys' personality on camera, so
the video quality now is great, but we started with GoPros.
We did. We had a GoPro. We had a little Sony ZV-1, and we kept trying things. We'd go to these events at night because it was Halloween season, and it never looked as good as I wanted it to. And okay, what do I need to do? And we ultimately ended up with the Sony 7S III as the body. We started with a bunch of different lenses because we thought zoom lenses would be great so we can capture things, but for low light capability, they just don't do very well. You really need a selection of prime lenses based on the type of event you're going to go to, at least for nighttime.
I'm not going to say what channels, but when they cover the haunts or they go onto rides and it gets to a dark environment, it starts to pixelate and you can't really see what's going on. I'm like, or they have way too bright of a light.
Yeah, the darker a scene, and if the camera's not designed for the lens, it ends up showing up as green because it's elevating whatever light it can get, and it shows up as noise in the image. And when you watch a movie, you don't see that.
True.
So I always wanted the best. And we personally like the better quality, but we see plenty of channels that don't have as good equipment that get a lot of views and have a lot more subscribers. So I don't know how important it is to the viewers, but to us personally, with my background is in video.
Oh, makes sense.
It's important to us, so we really like to have the best quality we can.
Makes total sense. I appreciate it. There's some channels that I get lost right after like the first, even podcasts. To me, someone's like, hey, if you don't have good audio quality on a podcast, you're gonna lose people. Same with video.
Yep, I agree.
I mean, when your Pirates Cave video, not that I'm being favoritive, it just the video quality. I'm like, man, it just when you guys did the walkthrough.
Yeah, and it those walkthroughs, and there's a big difference between going to a big commercial, Not Scary Farm or Horror Nights, and a more produced event like Delusion, and then you go to some of the home haunts like Pirates Cave or the Corona Hunt and those type of things where they're much more confined quarters. And audio was a big deal for us too. We've done everything from wireless mics to shotgun microphones. Now we're using a Deity microphone, the D4 Duo, which has a microphone pointing forward and backwards.
Oh, wow.
So
okay.
She can give comments if I'm filming her, and I can talk, and it's no difference in sound quality. Plus, it's a left and right, so she can go in afterwards and tone one person down or bring some person up.
It is challenging a little bit because you do have to go in and edit and slice, and this channel is being used while this one is being silent. So it would ideally, the microphones that the individual wireless microphones would be best, but
and ultimately we may try that. There's this new wireless microphone system from DJI that's due out in a couple weeks, and it's 2 independent microphones. One's a receiver, one's the left channel, one's the right channel.
Okay.
And the person with the camera can turn them on or off. So it should be easier too, and you can switch between one microphone goes to both channels, or they're independent. So that should make it. So we're going to play with that a little bit as in the next couple weeks when the mics get released.
That's funny you mentioned, excuse me, it's a cough on mic, mentioned wireless mics. Rode just came out with some wireless mics. Eventually I'm going to have to do like a remote episode. So I was like, there's so many devices. I'm not going to take this monster with me. And I don't want to do it on my phone like some people do. But I saw Rode just come out with these really nice wireless mics. I'm like, I could get, a little, I forget the brand. This is interface. It's handheld, and I could queue up the wireless mics, and it's got a headphone jack. I'm like, okay, let's do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could tell you guys definitely take time to invest in your equipment. As a kid, I experienced majority of the theme parks here in Southern California. I mean, I went to Universal Studios, Santa's Village, and San Bernardino Mountains, Knott's Berry Farm and Scary Farm, Disneyland, San Diego, the Wildland Park, the zoo, SeaWorld, the list goes on. When you two were younger, what theme parks did you attend?
Marina, go ahead.
I was at the Disney park a lot. Knott's Berry Farm, SeaWorld, but it was a trek, so those trips didn't happen very often. But it was basically all like SoCal area.
What was it about Disney that caught your attention?
Just the cuteness. Everything is, they really pay attention to detail. They didn't have all these after hours things, so you would spend the day there with the characters and the food and the rides. It was, I can still spend from rope drop to close there. I have
not been to Disney. I'm not going to lie. It's been some time. I think I'm old enough to remember the ticket system to go on the rides. I tell people, they're like, there was tickets? I'm like, yeah. You'd have to buy tickets to get like on certain attractions.
Yeah, that was during our time.
I remember the People Mover, and then there was like, what else? Gosh, they had concerts there at the times, and just
they did.
They had a dance club.
A night club called Videopolis.
Yeah, and then Mission to Mars. Do you guys remember that?
I do.
Is it Captain EO still?
Captain EO's not there anymore.
God, I'm old. I just dated myself.
But I watched Captain EO. Definitely watched Captain EO before.
What about you, Chris? What parks did you attend as a young boy?
Went to Disney, but my favorite was always Knott's. I'd go to Universal on occasion, but Knott's was always my thing. Everything from high school, we would go there for Scary Farm, where they'd hang the witch in the square at midnight for a Scary Farm. But I think the Old West, and then my father was a big Western guy, so that just kind of in my DNA, and I was a huge Boysenberry fan.
Okay.
So that doesn't hurt either.
I still do, and I go on it now, the train. And when I was a kid, I loved it, and it just seemed like it went throughout the whole park. Well, it does somewhat, but it seemed eternal and giant. And as an adult, I went on it. I'm like, this is it.
The robbers come out, right?
The robbers used to shoot cap guns when I was a kid.
They did. But I still love Knott's just because of those rides. I still go on the train ride or the Calico Mine ride. I still go on the train when we go. They're very nostalgic to me, and I just know that a certain time of the year, this place excites me the most when it gets towards Halloween season.
Right.
And Knott's is always my favorite. And I spent a ton of time at Disneyland. The job I had prior to my current job, we had a large exhibit inside the Innovations building at Disneyland. So that process took almost a year to build. So there were many nights that I spent the night inside the park.
Okay.
But we were working on things and getting things ready. So I just kind of got burned out by Disneyland. But there were some cool things too. Being there at night, you'd be able to get on segways and roll through the park at 3 o'clock in the morning to get from one section to the next. And since we were the company I worked, we were a sponsor of the park. We got to do a lot of really cool things. I go to Club 33 and ride the Lilibelle. Just some cool things that a lot of people may not even know exist or been able to do it. But I just kind of got burned out about it. And over the last year and a half, we've spent more time there than I have, I don't know, in the last 20 years. I'm guessing just because of it's close and theme parks. The channel is a part of it, and Marina loves Disney.
Yeah, and while he was working with that company, they gave us a red card.
What's a red card?
Yeah, so if you're a sponsor, you get this card, and it's you and up to 3 people can go into any Disney park in the world for free.
Really?
Yeah, and at certain times
And I
of the
had
year.
one.
Yeah, she had one too.
So
as a spouse, so she could go with her 3 friends, and I could take 3 friends. Discounts, and for a while, it used to come with a wristband that was like a fast pass. You can get to the front of the line on most rides.
Oh wow!
So had that for about 7 years, and you get spoiled.
Hello.
Yeah, now
It's like, you know who I am. You flash your red card. They're all, go ahead. I'm sorry.
It was cool. I even had a parking spot back behind the Innovations building for a little bit. I could pull in the back, but that all changed after 9/11. But
get to ride on the Lilibelle.
Yeah, there were some really cool things we got to do in the park. I've been to the top of the Matterhorn.
Okay.
Poked my head out and seen the basketball court, and
we got invited to all of the openings
the launch
and
events.
the premieres.
Yeah, the Snow White stage show, if you remember when they did that.
When they opened Tower of Terror.
Tower of Terror.
I missed that. I'm sorry. I wish they had that.
That's my
Marina's favorite
ride.
We just went to Disney World last month, and they still have it there.
I have some artwork, some original artwork, or replicas, of the Tower of Terror here somewhere in this cubby hole. I wish they had that still.
When we were invited to the opening, the invitation, spectacular. It was a very long rectangular invitation
of the building.
Yeah, that looked like the building, and then when you open the doors, it made this sound, and it came crazy. With a lot of different things. I put it in a collage. I had it professionally framed.
Nice.
Key and all that.
Yeah.
And then I sold it.
And then he sold it.
I have a habit.
How dare you?
I have a habit of buying things and selling things. I do that as a hobby on the weekends. I go to the swap meets and I buy stuff and I sell stuff.
I have some original artwork for Pirates.
Wow.
It's not as big as the posters you see when you go through the, when you first enter the park, those archways. They're somewhat like, not tunnels, but there's you have the big 6-foot posters. I have smaller renditions of those. I don't know, or like Mr. Toads, and they're here somewhere. I have no idea where they're at.
Those are very cool. I actually just bought a poster from a Disney attraction in Disneyland Tokyo called the Mystery Tour.
Okay.
Which used to be inside of Sleeping Beauty's castle, and it was a walk through all the villains from all the Disney movies. But they actually even had the Horned King from the Black Cauldron.
Okay.
That would tell you he's calling on Satan, and you're gonna die in the pits with all. There's dead skeletons all over the floor in the ride. Never got to experience the ride, but that was by far the darkest theme ride that was ever in a Disney park.
When I was this was 99, 2000. I used to work in the trades. I was an apprentice, fairly new to the trades, and I worked for the electricians union. But I was more telecommunications, like a networking and phone systems and so forth. I worked with a contractor that was part of the retrofit for Big Thunder Mountain, Pirates, and then also when they were, constructing California Adventure. So I have a love-hate relationship with Big Thunder Mountain because we were doing the environmental speakers while the attraction was live. And so the intro, howdy folks. And I heard that all day for weeks at a time. And they're like, you have to smile at people. And this. And so, I love that ride, but I hate that intro. But, it was funny because we worked from like 6, I told the story before and I always repeat. We worked from like 6 to 2:30 and we were shuttled in off the property, every half an hour because everyone worked different hours. Some people worked overtime. Some people just worked 8. The days that we only worked 8 hours, we knew, we're like, well, we're in the park. So we take our tool bags and like hide them amongst the bushes, like over by New Orleans Square, and then go into like, I'd go on Pirates like 5 times, and the Indiana Jones, and then go to Tom Sawyer Ireland. And we're like, well, the last shuttle's leaving at 6:30. It's Friday. I would get a corn dog and a lemonade and just walk around. They're like, are you guys working? Well, yeah, we're working overtime. And they look at us. Oh, they're in their construction clothes. And we had like a Disney safety vest that, it indicated in badges and all that. Hey, these guys are contractors.
So we knew you were supposed to be there.
So if they see me, right, why is he going on Pirates for the 5th time and stuff? But yeah, we did that forever. And like my bosses were like, I think my boss caught us once. He said, you guys are still here? I'm like, yeah, we have to just button up some work over here. And they're like, oh, okay, just make sure you document your overtime. Yes, sir.
Oh, overtime, even better.
I got paid overtime to have a corn dog and watch Fantasmic,
When I had that red card on my way, I worked in Long Beach and drove back towards the Inland Empire for a while. And on the way home, it was often I'd stop in the 20-minute parking, run in, grab a corn dog at the corn dog cart, and then head home.
I am happy just having the corn dog at Disney.
I am too.
I do a combo of ketchup and mustard, and that's it. And I'm happy with that.
I'm playing.
He's not a condiment.
Yeah,
guy.
I'm not a condiment.
Not a condiment. How dare you?
We have totally different opinions of food and tastes.
Yeah.
Which makes, I guess, some of the video interesting too.
I'm the adventurous one, and he eats like a 10-year-old.
I do.
Someone likes spicy, someone doesn't.
No, I actually like spicy.
He likes
it's
spicy.
the unique things. Like I'm not a mustard guy or a mayonnaise guy or anything too adventurous.
My girlfriend, she's the condiment queen. We at the fridge, that's all there is. It's just condiments. It's just every condiment imaginable, and just like the campfire sauce from Red Robin, everything. It's all over the house. I'm getting off topic. Are we more actually into the rides or to like the shows and atmospheres of the parks? Like, are we going for like the adrenaline dump of getting like on Ghost Rider and Knott's, or do we like the shows like in Snoopy on Ice, or like the shows over at Disney? I don't know what shows at Disney because I haven't been there in years. So are we more into like just being at the park than just enjoying the atmosphere? Are we there for shows, or are we more thrill seekers on the rides?
I'm a ride person. We don't show that a lot on the channel due to camera issues. We will take a GoPro on with that, but Chris is not a fan of standing in line.
I will for certain things, but there's certain lines that are not. Yeah. If it's a giant 2-hour line, unless it's a brand new ride or something I've never been on, I'm not doing it.
I caught wind of that when you guys went to check out Soarin' over California. You were like, yeah, there's a line. Maybe when we come back. I was like, that's a nice way of saying he doesn't want to wait.
We did come back, though. We did go on a different
Those videos, you guys actually on the rides, they came out really good. I like that.
Yeah, she actually used her phone for when we were actually on the ride.
Soaring was really rough because it was on my cell phone.
I couldn't tell. The video was great quality. That was for the Food and Wine Festival recently?
Yes, it was for the Food and Wine Festival.
Okay. Some of that food, me and my girlfriend were watching. I'm doing my homework. I'm like, hey, come watch these videos with me. And we literally just had dinner. And you guys are doing what was it? And we're both like, oh my God, that looks so good. And but we just ate dinner. And I'm like, how dare they ruining my appetite? I was like,
But yeah, when it comes to rides, I am a ride guy. I like Ghost Rider.
Yes.
I mean, it's scary and fun and exciting.
Ride is terrifying.
I love it.
But it's a lot of these rides, and Disney doesn't have a lot of thrill rides, of course, but they're all designed for everybody. I can get on every single ride at a Disney park, with the exception of the Avatar ride at Disney World for some reason.
Okay.
My legs are too long. But not so much. And that's the bad part. I don't fit on the ride, so they can't put the...
I can relate.
Yeah, and that's kind of a bummer thing. And I know we keep seeing these plans leaked for this new Giga Coaster going in at Knott's that got leaked online. And I'm just really hoping that it's going to be able to accommodate somebody of my size, because I would love to do that.
I had a hard time getting comfortable in Ghost Rider. It's probably the stupid skinny jeans I was wearing. It was date night. And I was like, babe, I have to get comfortable. And then she's such a trooper. She's like, do you want me to carry your... like? She knows it's like my cell phone, my wallet. She's like, I'll put it in my bag. I'm like, okay. And we went recently, I think for my birthday. And so it was like a Friday afternoon, and we went on Ghost Rider. I literally was levitating out of the ride. Like my feet came off the ground in the ride, and then I was lifted off my seat. The only thing that was keeping me the ride was the lap bar, which I'm a big guy. I'm 280 pounds, 6'4". I'm like, if this thing comes on, I'm gonna launch into Soak City. And it's just, I was literally floating in my seat, and she's screaming. because she's having fun, and she has this really long hair, and it's in my face, and she's laughing. I'm like, why are you laughing at me? But I felt like I was gonna, go into orbit. But I love that ride.
What's the name of the ride?
Silver Bullet.
Silver Bullet.
Okay.
So we're on Silver Bullet, and there are different seats on Silver Bullet. There's some seats that are designed for larger people.
I had no idea.
There actually is, and they actually have an extra belt on them.
And they do have a test seat
Outside.
So
Okay.
when
And
you
the
sit
test
in
seat
it,
is the larger one.
Okay.
So if you can fit in that, you can get on the ride, but you have to tell them. And I didn't know this, so they had me get in the other ride. But the mechanical part that comes over your neck and comes down, it wasn't locked. It wouldn't lock, but they put another seatbelt on it to hold it there.
well, you know how it latches. And
Yeah.
And
kind
it
of notches
ratchets.
down.
It wasn't ratcheting. And we're starting to take off. The guys, no, you'll be fine. And I'm like, what do you mean I'm going to be fine?
Yeah, we'll give you a parachute.
I can move it back and forth. Now, eventually, when you're on the ride, just the G's that it pulls force it down to where it did a
Got
ratchet.
it.
But the first 15 seconds, I was like,
I have
I
never
love you,
seen him
but I might
freak
never see
out.
you again.
I've never seen him freak out so bad.
Is
He
there?
was
I wish there was a video of him freaking out.
he
Yeah,
was
they're big
desperately
on no cameras on that ride. Any fast coaster, they don't want you to take a camera on. Sorry.
he was desperately pushing down and saying, "It's not locking. It's not locking." I'm like, "You're gonna be fine. He checked you. You have a double seat belt. You're good." He's like, "It's not locking."
I have faith in those 15-year-old kids working the attractions. When they give the thumbs up to like the operator, I'm like, "Did you check?" Yeah. We went on Ghost Rider. Was it last year when they opened up the rides again? Sometime. We were there for. We went to all the taste stubs.
Same here.
Love them. My favorite, I think, was Halloween and the
Yes.
very first one, Taste of Calico, because it felt very intimate.
It was. I agree. We went to. It had been so long since we'd been to a theme park, and those events that Knott's. I mean, we did a whole video where we thanked Knott's
It saved
for
our
doing
sanity.
these events because it got us out of the house. We were able to spend time outdoors, have some of the foods we've been missing, and then they experiment a lot with foods at Knott's that I think is a really good thing when we do these events.
I'm not gonna lie, the sushi. Which video was that?
Oh,
I will not touch. I'm sorry. I love everything there. I'm a corn dog guy. My girlfriend's more a sweets person. I love corn dog fries and chicken and barbecue. She loves the brisket and all that. But like the sushi, I'm like,
that was
Yeah.
a big risk because it looked horrible in the case. You couldn't tell if it was rice or like mochi because it was just like a disc of stuff, and it tasted horrible.
They have for Boysenberry Festival coming up. They have a new sushi dish too. So we'll see if we guys going to venture into
I don't
that.
know about that one.
so many people are like unaware of like the Ghost Town Grill.
I love that.
We refer to it as Fog Alley, but across from the Hunters, across from the blacksmith. I had my birthday lunch there. I think I had.
You know, that is our number one watched video on our channel. Is
That
us
one?
eating at the Ghost Grill.
I have a bone to pick with you, young lady.
Uh-oh.
You don't like bacon on your burgers? I saw that video. I'm like, that's such a sin.
Yeah, I don't like bacon on my burgers or barbecue sauce.
Oh, barbecue, I understand, but bacon is just bacon's everything.
It's a requirement.
Right.
It's
It
a
needs to be
requirement.
super crispy.
Okay.
If it's chewy,
If it's
if
bacon,
it's
it's all
chewy,
right.
I'm not digging it. Yeah, I know.
Little side tangent. We go grocery shopping at Stater Brothers. And,
Same
it's
here.
Southern California based. Their bacon at their meat counter, it's spot on. That's all we buy.
Yeah, I buy the bacon bits sometimes, the remnants that are from the little case, because when they fry up, that doesn't matter. They don't have to be a strip.
Right.
It can be chunks or pieces. I'm good with that.
Yes, I have listeners in Canada. They're like, "What's Stater Brothers?" I'm like, "Come down, and you'll figure it out." As we're bottled water. What was I going to say? Geez. My next question. Why is the theme park food so good? It's like a guilty pleasure. And then watching your guys' videos, like you really get into it, details, the tastes, how the different tastes that come in, like something sweet and then has a little heat on it, and you can taste like the sauce on this, and just why is the theme park food so good? Why is I always want a corn dog when I go to Knott's, or a pretzel, which I was disappointed last time, or the wheel wagon pizza, or wagon wheel.
The carne asada pizza. What they have every once in a while.
Mac and cheese pizza. We'll talk about that. But why?
Had that.
They had it on the last taste of. But why is the food such a guilty pleasure at the theme parks?
I think people don't normally eat corn dogs, right? you don't go to the grocery store and buy corn dogs a lot of the time. So to me, it's almost like when you go to a fair, you go there half the time, they could have these food combinations you normally wouldn't get. And I think a lot of the theme parks have picked up on this, and they're experimenting a lot with food.
Okay.
Sometimes in a bad way, like peanut butter and jelly mac and cheese, which is at Nuts or at Disneyland right now.
Pop Rocks.
With Pop Rocks on top of it.
No.
Yeah, we didn't have that. But they did have like this chili relleno empanada.
That sounds good.
Yeah, I mean it was amazing. I mean, it wasn't even like just good. It was one of our favorite things of the Food and Wine Festival.
Or at Knott's, some of the things that were horrible, like that sushi, they had a boysenberry Alfredo ravioli.
They did.
Which was disgusting.
It was awful. It was awful.
So I think part of the reason why we get into these food reviews and really in detail is there's so much food there.
Right.
And you have to make a decision, like, what am I going to eat? And do I really want to try this? Or, I don't know, I saw it on YouTube and they said it was disgusting, so maybe I will pass on it.
And where else are you going to get a pizza burger at? I don't know if you had the pizza burger at Knott's.
I saw it, and I had mixed reviews.
So I wanted to get it, so we got it, and I had a bite, and I didn't know what to expect, and I was like, wow, that's actually really good. Then Marina tried it thinking she was going to hate it, and I couldn't get it away from her. It literally is 2 small cheese pizza with a hamburger.
With a hamburger.
And it was delicious.
It was delicious.
It was
and
delicious.
It wasn't greasy, and the burger was seasoned well. Like all the components, you could taste them all. And I was like, well, okay. I thought it was just going to be a mishmash and taste like a pizza.
Yeah, and I think that's why people go to the theme parks half the time, because you can try foods you can't get anywhere else.
The mac and cheese during Boysenberry Festival last year, mac and cheese with pulled pork and boysenberry sauce. That just melted in my mouth, and I was full the rest of the day. I'm like, I want a corn dog still, but
no, that sounds delicious. I'm assuming we probably had that as well.
Yeah, we go to the theme parks a lot, and we don't film.
Okay,
we do, yeah.
So we really try to enjoy everything, and then there's always that: should we bring a camera again and film the stuff that we didn't eat? But then we would like to have a day at the park and enjoy ourselves.
Yeah, because it's tough when you're filming yourself eating something, because you have to get in line, get the food, find a place that's a little bit quieter. You film the food nicely before you go to eat it, and half the time it starts getting cold before you have a chance.
True.
So sometimes, or often, we'll just go to the theme parks to have dinner or to eat. And Knott's, it's easy because we have the meal plan, so it's free food at that point. But yeah, so we definitely enjoy the food at a lot of the theme parks.
When we go to Knott's, because we have the season pass, which we have to renew, we always like to go to the Calico Saloon, and then we'll order our drinks, which they're getting very, not experimental, but they have more of a variety. I had a cocktail. I'm not a big drinker, but I do like my whiskey here and there. They had a Calico Campfire, and it was an option of tequila, cinnamon whiskey, bourbon, or something else. And it was a sarsaparilla. I did sarsaparilla and bourbon. And it just, and we take our drinks and we go upstairs. People forget there's a second story to the.
I haven't done that. Yeah. I have?
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll go up there and we'll sit there. And we did that during Mary Farm, when the whole place was decorated. And it was so cozy and nice and warm. And there was a guy playing piano, and there was the saloon girl doing like Christmas songs. And they had these really cool festive drinks with cranberry and vodka and just cinnamon and spice. And it's just like, and it's just cozy. And you could get popcorn there and pretzels. A lot of people are like, there's a second story. I'm like, yeah, I just learned this like a year ago. I had no idea.
Yeah, I love the second story over at the restaurant in Camp Snoopy. You can get up to the top and look over, especially during Halloween.
It's like
or
Grizzly,
Christmas.
what's it called?
I'm trying to remember the name of the...
It's next to Pumpkin Eater every year for Scary Farm.
Exactly, but there's that second floor up there that's really big that you can sit over, watch the whole park, and when they have the park decorated for Halloween or Christmas, it's just a cool place to hang out at.
Between the two of you, who's the sweets person?
That would be me.
And
that
so,
would be me.
Now, Marina, you're more of the savory person?
Yes.
So, Chris, what's your your sweets, let's say, for either park, for Disney or for Knott's?
Disney right now would probably be the English toffee.
Okay.
That they make there.
Are we going into the old fashioned candy store? That's all Main Street?
The penny arcade.
The penny arcade.
We'll go to the
Oh,
penny
my
arcade
gosh.
and buy that. So I really enjoyed that. When it comes to Knott's, probably straight up boysenberry pie.
Okay.
But also a funnel cake with some boysenberry.
Are we doing the loaded or just a standard? The loaded, it's you're gonna die.
Yeah, the loaded
after,
gets too much with all the ice cream and everything. We've done it before, but just the standard one with some boysenberry on top. I don't even know why they offer strawberry.
Yeah,
it's a boysenberry park.
Why not put boysenberry? That makes sense.
Yeah, I don't know why they do that. They do boysenberry, but not all the time.
I knew this was going to be a food episode. I already knew it. Right across from the Calico Saloon, there's a little corner concession where you get like ices and like lemonade and the
boysenberry float.
Oh, the boysenberry float. The boysenberry icy and ice cream mixed together is delicious.
I like to get the soft serve vanilla ice cream with the chocolate dip.
Oh.
And I feel like a 12-year-old kid again eating that and just walking around in the park. But now, Marina, what's your to-go-to as far as non-sweets when you go to the parks? Let's say Disney. What do you like? Are you like, I like the clam chowder there. Like again, the corn dogs, the turkey leg, which looks like it's
there's so many.
I'm thinking breakfast.
There's breakfast?
Oh, the
they do the breakfast chimichanga.
Chimichanga, yeah.
There's a breakfast chimichanga at the Market Trade. It's right in front of Mark Twain's.
I had no idea they had breakfast.
They do. There's a cart that sells chimichangas and turkey legs during the day. In the morning, for maybe the first hour until they run out, they sell a breakfast chimichanga there, and it's spectacular.
You just spoke my language. We're breakfast people. I had no idea they had breakfast there.
They do. There's a few. We actually will have a video in the next couple of weeks of we went there and ate 5 or 6 different breakfasts.
Oh my gosh!
In one sitting.
So the breakfast Ronto wrap is another. That's probably my second favorite.
Yeah, Galaxy's Edge.
Okay.
It's like a pita bread with a very long sausage on it, cheese and egg, and some sauce that I get it without.
He doesn't like his condiments.
He does not like sauces at all.
So what about for knots? What's your I'm gonna ask the next question for both you guys. What's your quick fix for food when you guys go to Knott's? Like right when you walk in, you're like, I need to eat something. Like, is it a pretzel, slice of pizza? Is it I love the sausages off that grill. I forget the name of the grill. It's across from the Birdcage Theater.
Fireman's Barbecue.
Like right when you walk in, you're like, I got to eat before we start our day. What is it?
I would say we walk into the park and head straight over to Fireman's Barbecue.
Yeah.
Just to check out the line. Because that line can get outrageous. Crazy.
But the half chicken and half ribs combo at the Fireman's Barbecue is probably
always a winner.
Thing there, yeah.
You're making my mouth water, jeez.
Yeah, it's always good. I mean, it's always good. That with the garlic toast that they do there.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of that.
They have it's every 2 weeks they change out.
At the Wilderness Grill.
The
Wilderness Broiler. They change out a food item every 2 weeks.
I had no idea. You guys are, wow. Breakfast at Disney and the menu changes every 2 weeks. I had no idea. There's a reason why you do a YouTube channel. Okay.
Yeah, the Wilderness Broiler, every 2 weeks they change out.
It's one
It was
item,
it was halibut.
It was mahi-mahi.
Oh, mahi-mahi with like pistachio. Macadamia?
I think it was it was pistachio. Pistachio encrusted mahi-mahi.
That sounds pretty good, actually.
Yeah, they have some good stuff there. You know, I've always been a fan of the Mexican food at Knott's.
Good tacos over at Fiesta Village.
Yeah, or when they do the pozole. We've had really good pozole there as well.
Wow, so. That blows my mind. I'm completely clueless to that. Wow.
Yeah.
Last year for opening night in Knott's, it was me, my buddy Emmanuel, this guy right here.
Oh my!
He's the co-host. He couldn't be here today. He'll be here off and on. And I forgot to do his intro, but I'll do it later. My friend Emmanuel, Minji, and then my friend Jeff, who he's my haunt brother and my real brother, as far as not a real brother, he's a brother, like as far as a friend, and then another buddy named Jared. We all went to opening night, and so we're like, we're the haunters. We're like, we got to go through Fog Alley, and that's when you see all the scares and the pops and everyone's screaming. And we haven't had haunt in 2 years, so we go to the grill. I forget the name of the Fireman Grill. That's what it's called.
Fireman's Brigade.
Fireman's Brigade Barbecue.
We go there. We get the steak sandwiches. Mm-hmm. No. I'm sorry. The steak sandwich was the second time. I think we got the giant the sausage, and it came with like chips and like coleslaw. There's some patio furniture, behind the grill, which you could face Ghost Town Street. So you're looking to it's the Ghost Town Grub, where you could get the funnel cake. And right there is the porch with the souvenir shop where they sell like replica guns and knives. Yeah. All the monsters hang out right there. the sliders, and that's where they go launching into the crowd. And we just sat there, and you hear like their slider pads, and you're and we're sitting there geeking out. We're eating them like, man, this is a pretty good broth, and just like, and you hear like when the monsters are scaring everyone, and you see them coming through the backstage door. I know where it's at. And we sat there and ate that. Flash forward to Halloween night that year, 2020. Me and the girlfriend decided, I'm like, hey, I'm not working. I'm not working Cemetery Lane that day. I'm not doing Pirates Cave. Halloween night will be our night. I've never been to Knott's on Halloween night, as far as I know, and it was crowded. It was really packed. Excuse me. We went to the same grill. We had the steak sandwich, and again, we sat there just watching the scares. And we have like, mouthful of food. Did you see that? Oh my god! And the monsters are like, chasing everyone down. And the steak sandwich was really, really good. To me, I always tell everyone, you're gonna go eat during Scary Farm. Get there early. Sit at the Ghost Town Grill on the patio, and you're sitting amongst the fog, and you'll see the monsters and like people screaming, and you're eating really good food. They have really good burger there, and the wings. Yep. You had the wings.
The wings were really good.
You had the poke bowl.
She did.
Krista, my girlfriend, loves wings, and so she had the wings. And then last time she had the nachos, and then I had, I think your favorite, the bacon cheeseburger.
With barbecue sauce.
The barbecue sauce, yeah. That place, the food's so good. And then they knew it was my birthday because I got the little pin that said "Happy Birthday" with your name. And then they brought me like an ice cream with sprinkles or whatever. But
did they sing?
Yes, they sang to me, and the whole patio sang. Well, thanks. I felt like a kid. I'm 46. But I tell everyone, you got to sit right there at the Ghost Town Grill during Scary Farm.
We went to Scary Farm. I don't know how many times.
We went.
Yeah,
we had the pass.
Yeah, we had bought the
season pass.
The season pass for the haunt. And so we went a bunch of times, not every time to get on the mazes. We went one time to film, one time for fun. We met some friends there once and went on a couple mazes, but it's to watch. And I kept saying, we need to get her early enough to sit at the grill so we can sit here and watch it because it looks like the best place.
It's the coolest. They're like, want to sit indoor or outdoors? It's the coolest place.
Yeah.
Your guys' not to cut you off, I'm sorry. Your guys' video just covering the scare zones. It might have been Rope Drop. I think it was. You guys were there for Rope Drop, and you did a video just for the scare zones. You went the Forsaken Lake and the Goring 20s and the Hollows, and then obviously Ghost Town and then Carnival. You guys were going towards the general mission entrance for Origins, and it leads you towards Boot Hill. There was like a sheriff up on a wagon, and you filmed him. That is my friend Donald Barbie. And I'm watching him. Oh, shoot, it's Donald. And he's like, y'all need to get out of here. That's my horrible Western voice. And I'm like, oh, I worked with Donald at Sinister Point. We've done a couple of gigs together. He's a cosplayer. He does Negan from The Walking Dead. I was like, and we saw him when we went, and then we were like clapping and calling him the GOAT. He would not break character.
That's good.
He's like, gentlemen, I suggest you get out of Sarah Marshall's up to then. And I text him. I'm like, dude, you're on the Walker Chronicle videos. I don't know you're aware of this. He's like, send it to me. I had no idea. Amazing guy. He's just really, really, really talented. Just a haunter. He's an atmospheric character all around. We had a vampire themed birthday party for my girlfriend. It was like 80s vampires, kind of Lost Boys. And it was at like this dive rock and roll bar where they have really good amazing pizza here in Huntington Beach, California, called Johnny's Saloon. I said, hey, can you show up as a vampire? The theme is Lost Boys. Okay. He walked in, and he had like a sleeveless shirt, like I think a Motley Crue shirt, and like a leather vest and like wristbands. He blacked out his beard. He was all tough looking with fangs. What's funny is he kind of blended into the environment. I'm like, he looked like a dude who just hang out at the bar, and he wouldn't break character. I'm like, you want a drink? He's like, yeah, maybe I'll bite one of these guests. Or, I'm like, no, it's Rick talking to you. Do you want a drink? It's like, amazing guy, but he came out in your video. So, okay, quick fix food for Disneyland for either one of you. What do you guys pick?
Probably the corn dog.
Okay.
See, I like the cheese dog.
Yeah, she's a corn dog palace and gets the cheese dog.
Okay. Now for California Adventure, what's your to-go-to food there?
Oh, California Adventure for food.
That's a tough one.
Yeah, it is. I mean, they have the cheese dog still for you at Corn Dog Palace.
Is a lot of the same food over there? I haven't been there in years, so
it is similar. They do have similar food.
When I know you're not thinking about your favorite, but I know what's your favorite.
What's that?
the quesabirria tacos.
You are correct.
That sounds good.
Yeah, the quesabirria tacos over at Cucina Cucamonga.
Okay.
Over in the Pacific Wharf area. These are delicious. They come with a nice bowl of consomme to dip the taco in. They are delicious, actually. You're right.
Geez, I knew it's going to be nothing but food this episode.
There's a lot of good
It's just
food
there's
there.
so much.
There's so much to
and
enjoy.
they change it all the time.
Yeah, I mean,
They're always changing some
yeah,
stuff
I mean,
up.
we were there. We went to Disney last night to have the pizza sliders because we still had a couple tabs left from our food and wine festival. And they just launched all this brand new food at Disneyland like 2 nights before, so we haven't even had a chance to have any of that yet. So, but they do swap it out often. You have to pay attention. I mean, there's a whole blog called the Disney Food Blog.
The garlic. Who ate the garlic noodles? Well, you both did. It was over at Disney. The garlic noodles just with Parmesan cheese.
Yeah,
And that looked amazing. I was like, oh my God, I want noodles now. And I'm not we don't cook pasta here. We rarely do. That looks so good. I'm like,
there was just a lot of good food there. I mean, the carbonara was good.
Especially right now with food and wine going on.
Yeah,
And they only give you 8 little tabs. So
and they're all smaller portions, but they step it up when it comes to food. There's no doubt about that.
I don't remember which taste of knots it was. So we had our individual, cards, and you get like 5, whatever the amount was. My girlfriend had a friend. She's like, hey, I have an extra card that my son didn't touch any of his food. So my girlfriend, she's like, do you want it? And she gave it to my girlfriend. I was like, you're not going to eat all that food. She out-ate me. And I was done. I was literally done. She got the boysenberry hot wings. She scarfed those down. And they were like almost full drumlets. They were huge. And I'm like, I'm done. Like, I can't eat no more. And then she's like, I want pizza. I'm like, well, the pizza's right here by Ghost Rider. She got the mac and cheese pizza. And I was like, ugh. I'm not going to lie. I was too quick to pass judgment. It was fresh out of the oven. She's, you want a bite? I took a bite of it. I'm like, it was like heaven in my mouth. I was like, this is amazing. I love putting hot sauce and everything, but I did. But the mac and cheese, I don't know what it was. Just the mac and cheese pizza fresh out of it. That was so good. But she literally used all her punches for taste of. And then I think she had an additional 3. And she just got the wings pizza and I think something else. I think we got one of the, I think it was the elf float they had over at Knott's. Like it was the vanilla ice cream with the orange icy, I think. Yeah, it's just, she out-eats me all the time, which is crazy.
yeah, when Knott's does their food festivals, it's so much different compared to Disney. The amount of food you get at Knott's,
Right?
Yep.
you
Way
get a
more.
full-on meal.
You do.
Where at Disney, they give you little tasting. So to go through a full tasting card at Knott's, it's hard, even for us sharing.
She can easily out-eat me.
Yeah.
She does at these events.
My girlfriend Krista has no shame in food. Yeah. She's like, I'm a foodie. I have no shame. It's just, yeah. Have you ever had the beef jerky from Knott's? They have it in the gift shops.
Not me. I'm not a beef jerky
He's not
person.
a beef jerky person.
There's one that's called Haunted Heat. It's Ghost Town beef jerky. And Haunted Heat, it's really good. But there's a reason why it's called Haunted Heat. I think it's ghost peppers, which fits the theme, but it gets you 15, 20 minutes later.
Really?
Yeah. And then they had Sad-Eye Joe. They have his jerky. I love to go into the gift shops because there's a bunch of cool stuff. But I'm a coffee snob kind of. And the boysenberry coffee with like chocolate swirl.
Ooh.
Really, really good. And then they have the festival, the festive coffee during Mary Farm. There was a Yuletide tradition. There was a gingerbread one, which I wasn't a fan of, and then the other one was called like Java Bells Blend. And just and they're cool. They come like in red bags or green. But if you go into the marketplace right there, you just wherever they sell coffee, they have the bags of coffee right there. Yeah.
Is it ground or whole bean?
I got rid of my grinder, so I believe we purchased grounds, but they might have it in whole beans too. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that.
Okay. No, we'll have to try it. I've never had a cup of coffee there. I am addicted to Diet Coke.
Okay.
I literally have a dispenser at the house.
Oh, wow.
Like the type you'd find in a
At a
restaurant in the garage. My
Okay.
son bought it for me for my 50th birthday. So I got 4 nozzles, got the CO2 tank and the syrup containers.
Wow.
I am very much addicted to
I lost my train of thought. Are we adrenaline junkies when it comes to rides? I know I asked this question earlier. And who's the screamer between the two of you on the roller coasters?
She's the
I'm
screamer.
the screamer. And I love adrenaline. Ghost Rider was probably the last roller coaster we rode at Knott's Berry Farm.
Okay.
And standing in the queue as the coaster goes above you, and that housing just shakes.
The building.
The building shakes, and you're like, okay, is it ever going to stop? And then once you get on one of the turns, it shoves you so far back into your seat that as you're trying to kind of pull yourself back up, it goes through another dip and it shoves you back. So you never feel like you're back in your seat the right way. It just feels like you're hanging on for your life the whole time.
Like I said earlier, I felt like I was going to go into orbit. I felt like I was going to fly out of the cart.
That ride is awesome, though. It really is. The fact that it's old and it's wood.
It creaks the whole time.
The half of it, the fun is the noise that it makes.
Yeah.
Because it sounds like it might not make it. I enjoy that. But yeah, when it comes to roller coasters, there's good roller coasters at Knott's. I mean, I go back to where I used to ride the corkscrew. Most people, when they brought all those historic rides back for the anniversary,
So good.
they had the Honda Jack. They didn't bring back the corkscrew.
Yeah.
We were talking to one of the guys there that works there, and I was like, "What about the corkscrew?" And they were like, "Oh my god, the corkscrew! They forgot."
They forgot about him.
It was an ex-Disney guy that runs that park now.
I had
Good guy though.
I had a great aunt, and she I was attached to her hip, and my dad would like drag her. Poor lady, God rest her soul. My dad would drag her onto Montezuma's Revenge, and this woman is like, okay, God, when this happened, I was a kid. Who knows how old she was? I mean, I say in her 70s. I would hear her screaming from the time my dad would have physically grabbed her. Come on, we're going. And he would drag her through and you would hear her screaming in the queue line. And then when they hit the loop, then you double back. And my dad would do it on purpose. He would take her like in all the roller coasters and rides. I think a part of her liked it, but she just was like, oh my God. Because my dad's like, come on, you're going on. But
No, I love Montezuma's Revenge. I mean, as a kid, that was the ride to go on. So I was
See,
a huge
the part
fan
that
of
gets me, not so much the forward part, because you can see how much track you have left, but on the reverse, you don't know how much track you have
how much is behind you?
You're like, are we going to just go over or go off the track?
Do you guys remember when they had monsters on the mine ride years ago? I remember that.
Yeah.
I don't.
This
I don't
was
remember that monster. Oh wait for
Scary Farm.
Yes.
This was my earliest memories. Was early 90s. I think around 2000 they might have got rid of it, like maybe 2001, 2002, and they had monsters in the log ride too. Which that was there's some haunters that I know they've been working there for 20 years. They're like, yeah, I worked the log ride. They're like, there's some spooky stuff that goes on there backstage. I'm like, really? They're like, yeah, there's some weird energy. I'm like, that's another episode. But I like the Pony Express that's over by the Calico Rapids. It's a tight ride and it's fun, but it's only like 20 seconds.
20 seconds, yeah.
It's fun though. We feel the need to get on a ride around the park. You can usually get on and off that fairly quick. So we've done that a few times.
The initial takeoff, like when the what is not a restraint, when the backrest and it pushes you forward. I'm like, oh, and again, I was probably wearing my date skinny jeans. I'm like, I don't fit in this. Then it takes off, and then it's a fun ride.
It is a fun ride.
Thank God for that backrest squeezing you, because the force that it shoves you, you need it.
I wish that was a little bit longer. That's a fun ride. I already know the answer to this, but who's the chicken when it comes to the haunt attractions?
No.
Who's I've seen some videos, so and I experienced it in person as well. So.
Yeah, that's me. I'm good with people jumping out at me.
Is when they follow you.
The following me, and if they follow me with a chainsaw. It's done.
Chainsaws are her weakness.
Yeah, if I hear a chainsaw in the distance, I'm like, I don't want to go.
How do you do at Universal Horror Nights? Because that's their thing.
Right, chainsaws.
You know, Universal this past Halloween was our first.
Really?
Of the big.
Well, for a while, right?
Once everything kind of got somewhat back to normal for Halloween season.
Yeah, we had gone a few years ago with my sister and stuff, and that was bad for you.
That was a lot. Oh, yeah,
They were following her into the locker areas.
Oh my gosh.
They didn't follow me. They chased me into the locker area. And I was in the corner with my back turned, my hands over my head, and I was screaming. I don't even know how I got there, really. Once they started chasing me, I just fled.
They take their chainsaws serious. There's like a whole like opening and closing ceremony with all the, they don't have sliders. They have the guys that run around with chainsaws. Excuse me. We made the mistake, myself and the girlfriend. We were we were matching Halloween shirts with the picture of Michael Myers. And Michael Myers is my guy, obviously. The tattoo, and I cosplay as him. And that last year they had, I believe, the Halloween 4 attraction maze over by Waterworld.
Yeah.
So she's like, let's just go in there right away. I'm like, it's an open air maze. She's like, what do you see? I'm like, you'll see. It's not going to have a ceiling. It's not on the sound stage. It's not in a tent. It's an open air maze. So I suggest we go at night. She's like, let's just go now. I'm like, okay. And she's the biggest chicken. She'll jump for the littlest thing. So the boogeyman, Michael Myers is jumping on getting us, and all the other atmospheric characters. And so we had whatever their express lane is. And here's a hack. I tell people, if the regular queue line is not that long of a wait, take your pass and put it away. Don't use it, because once you go through the express, they scan it, and you can only go. Right. Sometimes they forget to scan it, which we experience. So I'm like, hey, the line's only like 10, 15 minute wait. Let's just do general admission. So let's go again. It was pitch black. They must have seen us coming from a mile away with our stupid matching Halloween shirts, and the maze managers all, you sure you got these two? They're wearing matching shirts. Every scare actor or haunter that played Michael Myers, they like lunged at us to a point. They were like following us down the maze to a point. I'm like, okay, I get it. I'm wearing the shirt. I'm like, knock it off already. She was screaming her head off, and then it's intense because the atmospheric music gets the loop from the movie, and then they have the sound drops of like Jamie Lee Curtis and like Dr. Loomis and the characters and the screams and then the screeches. We ran out of the maze, and I was like, see, you wanted to wear these stupid shirts, and I was like, you know what happened? And that's such a haunter thing. So like, you reacting to the chainsaw, that guy's like, oh, she doesn't like chainsaws.
Bring it on. I tell her too. I've told her that exact story. Act like it doesn't bother you, and they'll leave you alone.
This very last year, I took some advice from somebody who said, have that straight face, and when they come to you, lean into them and grin like you're enjoying it. Because if you don't enjoy it, the last thing you're going to do is lean in. And they don't want to, they want those people who are terrified. So if you're not showing any fear, they're going to leave you alone. I took that advice and I used it. And there were chainsaws all over me. I mean, walking beside me, but I did. I looked them straight in the face, leaned in, and kind of gave them a grin, and they walked right past. I made it through HHN 2021.
But not other ones like the Laguna Trails.
Oh my God, that video was great.
That was spectacular.
You were screaming, and the best part, Chris was laughing.
I was frozen in fear.
She couldn't move.
I was frozen in fear. That guy with the chainsaw.
Grab her arm and drag her.
Yeah, I stood there, eyes closed, screaming, and he grabbed me by the hand and he pulled me, and I never opened my eyes. I still had them closed, and I screamed all the way down the trail.
I could not stop laughing. Your laugh was killing me. Oh, come on. And he's cracking up. That was the best.
I can't get enough of it. I love this stuff. She likes Halloween and Halloween events. I like Halloween events, and I love horror films.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll watch anything pretty much.
Shudder is on our
So you're a subscriber to Shudder then?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm a big fan
I
of
fall
horror
asleep
films.
to
To The Exorcist.
to screeching and the drama and music and chainsaws. That's what I fall asleep to. That's my lullaby.
Okay, that makes sense. Sometimes I fall. Me and the girlfriend are both spooky. We fell asleep another night to 28 weeks later, the zombie outbreak movie. So, okay, well, I feel like we're at a stopping point. Probably take a quick little break.
Sure.
We're going to come back with Chris and Marina, the Walker Chronicles, YouTubers, theme park enthusiasts. This is episode 24, and we'll be right back, guys.
You're listening to the Creepcast.
I forgot to do that earlier. Sorry, guys.
Don't you dare try to escape. The Creepcast with Rick Creeper shall return.
Hey everybody, this is Rick Creeper 11 from the Creepcast podcast. Once again, you're hearing my voice because we're talking about vampfangs.com. Yes, vampfangs.com. Vampfangs has been established since 1993 out of Salem, Massachusetts, New England's only vampire shop. That sounds kind of spooky. Host of the Endless Night Salem's Vampire Ball. I could speak about this personally because I've purchased things from them. Some of the various haunts or like horror cosplay photo shoots that I've done, I've acquired my fangs, more importantly, my contacts, which are FDA compliant, approved, and verified from your eye doctor, and shipped here in the good old US of A. So they came through for me. I've had bad experiences with other companies where contacts weren't the greatest quality or they're shipped overseas, so either they're really bad quality or just didn't arrive here on time. So Vampfangs was definitely a lifesaver, but they have other things as well. I already mentioned special effect contacts. They have special effect makeup, fangs, apparel, sunglasses, bags, fragrances, chokers, you name it. Everything is based out of Salem, Massachusetts, and they've got a cool little store over there. Check them out, vampfangs.com online or at vampfangsofficial at Instagram. Tell them Rick Creeper sent you. You guys will love it. Trust me. Check them out. vampfangsofficial, Instagram. Have a good one, guys. Take care.
Where do you think you're going? There is no escape from the Creepcast with Rick Creeper.
You're listening to the Creepcast.
Hey, look at that. Remember to hit that button this time. So, hey guys, we're back at it. This is episode 24 with Chris and Marina, the Walker Chronicles, YouTubers. Go ahead and check out their channel, check out their Instagram. Like I always mention every episode, I will have the descriptions and the link of the podcast where to find them, your Instagram, YouTube. I don't know if you have a Facebook. I'm not very active on Facebook myself.
We do, but most of our posting is on Instagram.
Okay, so it'd be Instagram and a direct link to your YouTube channel. So let's talk about some of the recent videos you guys have produced. I went down a rabbit hole in the last 2 weeks. Excuse me. Villainous Night at Disney California Adventure, the lightsaber meetup at Galaxy's Edge, the Food and Wine Festival at California Adventure, which was a 2-part video, correct?
Yes, because it was a soft opening, and then we went.
Oh, we went to the opening night as well. Yes,
I really liked the Sweethearts Night at Disneyland. I agree the projection of the decor. Well, it was their attempt at decor. It was projectors. Mm-hmm. They could have spruced up the park a little bit.
Put some hearts somewhere.
Yeah,
something. My favorite, it was Knott's Peanut Celebration. Mm-hmm. You guys had a giveaway too recently, right, at Knott's?
We did, the Phrase That Pays giveaway.
Yep. And we gave away a couple of season passes to Knott's Berry Farm.
That's pretty cool.
Around the Christmas time.
That was cool. Speaking of a couple of your Christmas videos, you guys went to the Holiday Road King Gillette Ranch walkthrough. We went for the Night of Jack in 2020. And obviously it was a drive-thru event. That was the coolest event.
It was.
I just had to pee the entire time. That was bad.
That's not good.
Little side note. The name Calabasas came to be was a farmer was traveling through the area and he had pumpkin seeds. Mm-hmm. And the pumpkin seeds fell and then they started just migrating everywhere because calabasas means melons or pumpkins.
Okay.
Which it's a form of pump. But so apparently like pumpkins grew everywhere in that area. So that's why it's called Calabasas. That was a drive from here in Orange County, but it was a fun event.
It is. No, the Night of Jack was a great event.
What else did we do? Let's see, your haunt videos. We did Scary Farm. Mm-hmm. You did the walkthroughs. You did all the walkthroughs. You did the scare zones. I love those because, I get to see guys scream and I see people I work with, like my friend Donald we mentioned earlier. Mm-hmm. Dark Harvest. That was a creepy event.
That was an amazing event. The cornfield maze. That exceeded every expectation I had. That was a great event.
And Marina's favorite part was the chainsaws, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you're really in a corn maze. That was the best part. And they get there and like, oh, by the way, there's no lights.
And you only go with your group. It's
Correct.
not like a conga line goes through.
Those are the best.
And they time you, so you're not going to come across and run into other people going through, which I know reduces the amount of people they can get through the event. but it makes the experience.
It makes it a better, more
better.
of an intimate experience. Not to toot my own horn, but Pirates Cave, one of my favorites.
Yes, we love that.
Amazing.
I wonder why. You guys came through. We'll talk about that right now. Also, Cemetery Lane, where you got to meet Reginald Swift, that handsome devil.
Train conductor.
The train conductor that was the official parental figure of Cemetery Lane at the Heritage Square Museum, where I played Reginald Swift. How was it for? How did you guys like Pirates Cave?
That was mind-blowing.
It blew me away.
For a home haunt, somebody can create that at their home.
Yeah, I mean, this one of the nice things about the bigger theme parks is you can immediately walk through an entranceway and you're someplace different.
Right.
For a home haunt to be able to pull it off, the second you walk into that area, that you're walking down that hallway, you immediately forget that you're at somebody's house. And then when you get on the elevator,
Right.
an amazing experience. That truly was our favorite home haunt. There's no doubt about it.
When you enter the mine shaft, and it's the smallest little details, like there was like the little, I guess it's where you stowed your tools. It said stow your tools here, and it was like a little cart or whatever. Then there's like the dynamite, and then the environmental sounds like the water dripping or like the gust of wind, and then the framing. Excuse me. I used to get so excited walking through the mine shaft. Like I'd get into character. I'd become Joe. Was it John? Who was I? Yeah, I was John. It was John and Joe. No, I was Joe. Excuse me. And Emmanuel, who does the VO work for the podcast, he was the other miner. We played off each other.
Oh, I didn't know that.
He was supposed to be the reasonable one. And I was supposed to be the irrational one. So, but I didn't get to see the actual maze until like I think we did like a soft rehearsal. Excuse me. And everybody's like, dude, you got to check this out. And once they caught wind that wasn't going to work anywhere, Jacob and Dave were like, hey, you want to work at Pirates Cave? And then my younger cousins were working there, and then Emmanuel and his boy was working there. I was like, well, hell, I might as well. Like, what do you want me to do? They're like, we specifically wrote a character based for you. I'm like, you're going to be one of the miners. I'm like, okay, you're going to work the excavation room. I was like, all right, we'll take a look. And I'm walking through. I'm like, dude, this is a home haunt. I'm like, and I'm walking through, and I told Jacob, can I just hang out like in the mine shaft and be like an atmospheric character?
Yeah, it was a next level. It was on the level of any great theme park attraction. It was an amazing home haunt.
What was your favorite part about Pirates Cave, Marina? Was it the elevator?
The elevator was awesome. The area where we stood in the excavation room, and
when the bridge dropped.
The bridge drops, and then you are kind of tucked away because of the fumes, and then you come up with this mass. Like we didn't even see it coming.
It was so predictable. I'm like, oh my god.
But it was great. I mean, it totally blew us away, caught us off guard. How great that event
and
was.
Then once you finish that area, you're going down the same way you came in, but it's completely turned around because now it's all set on fire.
So many people were like, I didn't realize that was the same way I entered.
Yeah.
I thought it was a different level. I'm like, yeah, we actually went down 500 feet into the earth in the city of Orange, and you guys exited. Yeah, my girlfriend's like, that was the same walkthrough. I'm like, yeah, I could see why some people. It just blew my mind because even like getting onto the elevator for me, like I had to hold on to the railing. I'm like, whoa. It's like this thing's really rockety.
Yeah, that was very cool.
It was funny because you guys came through a few times. And you fell for the same air gag every single time, and you screamed. I think him said, "Didn't I tell you guys to leave? Why did you escape?" or whatever it was. But it was a little secret. I had a trigger for the air gag, where disregard that noise. It's probably whatever's going on outside. It's a loud neighborhood. So I had like the little round mirror in the corner you see like at a liquor store, and if it wasn't too foggy, I could see when you guys were coming. So sometimes I'm like, hey, cut off the fog machine. I can't tell when they're coming unless they're speaking. What it was, the whole atmosphere reset. You guys once you guys exited, the environment became normal again. Like everything went back to normal. The observation deck went back to its neutral position. The lights went back to normal environment. You got back the soundscape of just the wind blowing and the water dripping. That's how we knew to reset the whole the whole maze. Like, quick, get back into your position. You hear the bells. You hear like, okay, guys, go down this shaft or it's a current active mine. That's when I knew. I'm like, okay, here comes the next guest. The best was people I worked with. People I've worked with Haunt, or people I've, they've done my makeup, like my friends. Like, I got them. And like they were screaming. And just the air cannon was perfect because it was a push button. And Jacob designed it. He designed all the software. He did all the sound.
Wow.
He's more of a techie person, less of a builder. He did help out in the build, and his dad and their family built the Haunt. But Jacob did all. He's a mad genius. Everything's integrated. The lights, the sound, the fog machines, everything. He's gonna end up working for Knott's one day. But it was perfect because I would hit the trigger for the air cannon, and that gave me, okay, I got a 3 to 4 second delay, and I could jump out and time it perfect. That's not jumping. Like, hey folks, how you doing? And that's when you screamed. I'm like, I got her again. I'm like, didn't they come through 3 times already? And the best thing was, it's myself playing Joe, and then Emmanuel, Menji Speaks, is playing John. And when you guys exited, one of the pirates is there laying on the floor. That's Nick, who I worked with in another Haunt. And he's a slider. I noticed you freaked out when the crab came out of the
first time we went through, we didn't see it.
Okay.
Right.
We passed it, and I think it popped out after.
Us, yeah.
So I had no idea.
Did it squirt you guys? I know.
Oh, yeah.
It did.
And then you get to the barrel bridge with the Kraken. Did you guys get wet on there?
Not the one time we did, one time we didn't. Because I remember it got on the camera a little bit.
Okay. But once you exit the Kraken room, there's a pop scare right to your right.
Yes.
That's my younger cousin Adam. Yeah. So family.
He pops out on the right hand side. Yeah, I remember.
Yeah,
that.
he just turned 12. He's gonna be a haunter when he's turning 18. But they put such an amazing haunt, and it was such an honor just to work that event. And of course, I showed you the artwork Jacob created for my birthday.
Beautiful.
Beautiful, yeah.
You guys went to Corona Haunt, and it was the Tales of Halloween, I believe it was called.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was a really good home haunt as well. It was a really good event.
Were you able to attend their Christmas theme one?
No.
We did not know.
It was really short, but it was such a cool production and little walkthrough. I think we went through like 5 times.
Wow.
Where
we're bummed we missed that one.
Yeah.
I learned how they do their scents. So when you guys did the Tales of Halloween, was there any scents, like environmental scents in the air, like smells?
I don't remember, actually.
When we walked in, it smelled like either pine tree in one area. It was supposed to be like a forest area, and then Jacob from Pirates Cave was helping him haunt. He was like an evil frosty or whatever. The other area smelled like cinnamon and spice, Christmassy. They were taking like the bath sprays from Bathworks or Bed Bath and Beyond, and they would spray it before the guests would come in. So you walk in, you're like, wow, it smells like pine tree, and it's supposed to be a Christmas tree lot, You guys also attended the Gray Phantom in Downey, California, which is my friend Ernie.
Very cool.
Ernie was he's been a home haunter for years. He helped Sinister. He worked at Sinister Point with me as a maze manager, and he built, and he ended up at Dark Harbor in 2019. He was the maze manager for Lullaby. Excuse me, I do that every time. B340. He's into 3D printing. He does a lot of vending with these little conventions, like at the Halloween Depot and some other things. How was Cemetery Lane? How did you guys enjoy that trick or treat experience?
That was a lot of fun.
It was.
That was a lot of fun.
It was a lot of fun. The whole environment, the houses look great. One of my favorite parts is one of the houses as you're walking through a little bit. There's a room that you can't get into, but off in the corner, looking out the window, is the Annabelle doll. That was
creepy.
Awesome. That was awesome.
And what was your favorite part of Cemetery Lane?
The train conductor.
Oh yeah, he was such a gentleman and so dapper. Yeah.
Reginald.
It was funny. I don't remember you guys walking in. I don't think I was at the depot at the time. Maybe I was about to leave. And I turn around and I'm looking at the pumpkin house, which is supposed to be Ray and Faye. It's like the neighbors I'm always at, we're always at each other and giving each other a hard time because they've lived across the street from me for 60 years now.
Okay.
Then I see Chris with the camera rig. I'm like, he looks familiar. I'm like, oh, they were at Pirates Cave. And I think I slowly walked up to you. And then that's from the introduction. And it's funny because you guys used the thumbnail as a picture of me. And I was just like, that is so cool. I'm like, oh my gosh.
Your costume was awesome.
Thank you. I know I shared that story off mic. The costume was too big, and so I had to buy a padded belly, which you use to play Santa Claus. So I played like an older, portly man that died in 1941. But I couldn't remember the name of your guys' channel. Mm-hmm. And luckily, Marina was wearing the shirt. I think I said, what is your name? I said, Callaway or something like that. Something stupid. I was just like, I'm just being a buffoon. And then finally, he told me what it was. And then, it's like,
I was like, how does he know us?
It's supposed to be 1941, but somehow I have access to YouTube, you know? Did you guys have any idea, like, who is this guy? I mean,
not at first, no. Marina figured it out, though.
How did you figure out it was me from Pirates Cave?
Because you said something about Pirates Cave.
Okay.
Oh.
And then I quickly ran through in my head all the characters, and I was like, gotcha.
You knew which miner it was? Because I think Chris came up to me later on. I was on my way to take a bathroom break, but I would like take my time and roam the property, interact with everyone. And some of the other players are like, hey, that's cool. You get to like roam and interact. I'm like, no, I'm just taking my time going back to the bathroom. Because our bathroom and our makeup and wardrobe was behind the Apothecary, the Colonial Drugstore. Mm-hmm. Inside there, we had our, there was our restrooms, and then that's where we did our makeup and costuming and all that. I would pass, oh my God, they probably hate me, Rad Coffee. And so when I saw you guys and I saw Chris again, he's like, were you the miner that let us in? I said, perhaps, or I said something stupid. You're like, wait a minute. You're the one that told me I haven't worked a day in my life. And that's when he caught wind it was me when I made fun of you at Pirates Cave. Yeah. I'm like, okay, they know it's me. So I beam-lighted to the bathroom. But every time I would like walk past the witches, I'd give them a hard time. Like there was always like this audio cue of like a screeching cat. And I'd pretend like the cat would cross me and I'd try to kick him. Well, blasted cat! Or I would give the ghosts a hard time. The skeletons or like the vampires and like the cowboys. I'd give everyone a hard time. Real quick before I talk about Rad Coffee, do you remember the gravedigger in the gravesite?
Yes.
Okay, that is Jordan. He's a cosplayer. He's an artist. He does a lot. He does hatch artwork. He's going to come on the podcast, I believe, next month. Really cool dude. We connected. It was funny because I followed him on Instagram for years. And he's like, hey, follow me on Instagram. I'm like, apparently I do. I had no idea. Really cool guy. He does like a cool Beetlejuice cosplay, and he's a vendor at all the cool spooky oddity conventions. He's gonna come on. We're gonna talk about his artwork. So as I'm heading back towards our like backstage area, I would always give Hard Coffee like a hard time. I mean, Rad Coffee a hard time, and have like the like ridiculous like coffee requests, like a skinny latte with coconut milk. Or like a double half calf with a splash of Splenda. Something stupid.
And it has to be a certain temperature. Yeah.
I would have this, and I would like put my hand up with one finger with the stupid early American accent. And I think after the fifth time of them, me giving them a hard time, the guy's like, hey, my man, if you want to order something, go to the other window. And I'm like, I'm just messing around. And then my stupid voice, I was like, what was the voice I did? It's terrible. I was like, Rad Coffee, more like rude coffee. And then some people, the guests were loving it. And I went up to them, hey, I'm sorry, guys, I'm just giving you a hard time. The guys, yeah, if you want to order, just order from the other window. And I was like, ooh, I think I struck a nerve.
Oh.
Wow.
Well, they were busy, so it's my stupid sense of humor. And I was like, okay, not everyone's going to be, on the same page, right? But that was such a cool event. That was put together by Black Cat Orange, which is David Markland and Claire Dunlop, I believe. And I got casted for it. I thought I was going to get casted as the gravedigger.
Okay.
Reason being, as I cough on mic, is my younger cousin did a home haunt in 2019 and 2020 called 1870 Haunt Manor. Mm-hmm. I've talked about it a million times. Where I played Gravedigger Joe, and I was an old-timey gravedigger from the 1920s. I was like the handyman, like gravedigger. And so when you pull up to the house, I'm in the front lawn digging fresh graves. And I would interact with the guests and whatever. And I was like the gatekeeper to the house where I would bring in the fresh souls. They needed to come in and they'd get trapped in the house. So they're like, okay, and then we did like a casting audition online. They're like, do a cowboy. So I did like, yeehaw, whatever. And I was like, you want some sarsaparilla? Because it's a family friendly event. They're like, okay, do a ghost toast. And I bombed that one. Now do a like a vampire or whatever. And then they're like, okay, now do a gravedigger. I don't know why. I was like, hello, governor. Like I did a horrible British accent. I was like, you'll want to help me with this grave. I'm like, why am I British? I'm like, I was like, hello. But so I was like, I thought I was going to get the gravedigger. I already had a costume, whatever. The ghost toast, I had a Victorian outfit because me and the girlfriend did like this Victorian vampire photo shoot for our anniversary. So I thought I could do that. So I'm like, I kept asking him, hey, so, what's my role? And I was dealing with the casting manager who I worked for before with another event. She's like, we'll email you details. So I'm waiting. I'm like, I got it. I'm the gravedigger. I got it in the bag. So they're like, you're the train conductor. I was like, whoa. Okay, shoot. Here's your homework. Here's your background. This is the type of outfit we're looking for. And so I'm like, okay, gravedigger. And so I started reading the background. I'm like, oh, okay. He was born in 1800, 1880, dies in 1941. Worked out throughout Southern California. So I came up with this elaborate, and he had the coolest name, Reginald Swift. And he went by Reggie. And so I did kind of like an early American accent. There's these horrible Guinness beer commercials, and like the guys are like, brilliant, excellent. And that was like my catchphrase. I was all, hello, young man, hello, my dear. But like, at first I sounded like George. I sounded like this when I first started in the voice.
Oh my.
It was terrible. I was like, oh my, welcome to Cemetery Lane. I'm like, what am I, a character from Hanna-Barbera? It was terrible. And eventually be like, hello, young man, and welcome to Cemetery Lane. And that's what it grew to that. Like by the last day, I'm like, good job, Rick. And, 5 days later. So I did my homework. It's like, I went down a rabbit hole of like the history of like the trains and the depots. And so like I had this backstory written like in a notepad, and they're like, you have notes? I'm like, that's what they told us to do. And so what it was,
did their homework.
Exactly. Yeah. I my OCD, I'm sorry. They said, hey, this is your name, this is your backstory. Introduce yourself to the guest, because this is going to play into later on. Like I told you two, that's like, this is a secret. We're all dead. We're in the cemetery. Van Oaks Props actually made those headstones for us.
I watch
his
YouTube channel.
I want to take that so bad. I'm like, hey, can we? They're all, no. I'm like, oh, but it has my name on it. I was like,
the hand that pops out of the mausoleum.
That was cool. You were the one that realized I was dead because you saw the headstone that had my name on it. Yeah.
Wait, you said something about the cemetery. So as we're looking around the headstones, you were right. Yours was right up in front.
Yeah.
But we didn't start there. We kind of started looking towards the mausoleum, and then I saw yours. I'm like, he's dead.
You're like, oh my God, he's dead. And you're like, I think they're all dead. That's what Chris said. Yeah. Well, the thing some people didn't realize, it was the first time event, so there are gonna be some bumps, just like any haunt. Like the first, it's a rough patch at first. But some people are like, I have a backstory. I'm like, yeah, and there's like reference photos and who you are, and like Clarence the Clown, me and him, we really got into it. Rex, he's a really nice guy. And then Jeff, he was supposed to be Ray and Faye, the grumpy old grandparents were eating. Their story was they were eating kids.
Oh.
They'd bring the kids in for pumpkin pie and whatever, and they'd bake them and they'd cook them.
Oh, that was the last house.
So I was like telling people, I said, be wary of them. Kids go into the house and they disappear, and they go up to them. They're like, hey, the train conductor told us that you guys are doing. He's like, what? And they'd get offended. I would go pick on them and tell them, take care of your lawn. Your house is the worst house on the block, and the word is water. Use it on your grass. And they're like, when is the next train, conductor? And we'll schedule for midnight. And they're like, can you make sure you get on it? And I'd fire back right away. I was like, well, I can make room in the luggage cart so you two old bags can finally ride in luxury in a train. And we were just like back and forth. And Jeff's like, dude, your one-liners are killing me. I'm like, just keep going, man. Just keep going. Yeah. And then Rex too, Rex the Clown, and then the other, no, it was Clarence, but Rex is his real name. The clowns would make fun of me. And like the cowboys that have to go break up the fights, they're like, the sheriff's like, I can't have any more fights around here. It's like the whole neighborhood. I'll talk trash about the vampires, and they were just like too snooty. But it was such a cool gig.
It was a great location event with those homes.
That location amazing. Is awesome.
Your guys' video captured just the beauty of the night, the lights and everything, and just the food, the guests. We had the rap party there recently. It was for Cemetery Lane. Awaken the Spirits in Season Screaming. Oh, you're fine. That happens all the time. Okay. So everyone who worked on those three events, our rap party was there, and we had like a little ghost tour in the Spider House, and then there was like an inflatable screen showing horror movies, and then we had like There was a s'more bar we had. There was an open bar and there was food.
Cool.
So we just stuffed our faces and there was like a raffle and all that. But it's funny because you work with these people. You see them out of makeup. You're like, is that so-and-so? Hey, what's up? And you don't recognize them. But some people are like, hey, train conductor. I'm like, my name's Rick. You know, it's like,
No, it's not. It's Reginald.
it's Reginald. Excuse me, young lady. My name is Reggie Swiss. Yeah, I know. But I love that video. It just someone sent me a link and they're like, hey, check out this video. I'm like, oh, that's me on the thumbnail. That's not awkward. But that video was really well shot. The audio quality, the video quality, the editing, the music. The segue to my next question. Who does what for the videos?
So Chris shoots the videos with a little direction from me. I edit, and that's...
Yeah. I film everything and she edits it all to make it look nice and pretty and sound good and put together right.
Do we have a background in video shooting or videography or editing? How did you guys just stumble upon it?
No background in video editing. I have a background. I used to work for a big Japanese electronics company. I was responsible for product development.
Okay.
So I worked on like the Blu-ray standard and the DVD standard back in the day.
Okay.
So I know what great looking video should look like. And trying to recreate that with gear for consumers, it was the goal. It's to make the content that we do look as good as it can and sound as good as we can. So that took quite a few months to get that figured out because we knew that there was a lot of Halloween events. Everything was going to take place at night. And most night footage you saw out there didn't look as good as it could. So that was always a mission for me to get it as good as we can and make it sound as good as we can. Then take all that raw content and Marina makes it.
Yeah, I think I got put in the editing role because, well, Chris has a 9 to 5.
I have a full-time job, yeah.
So we would come back from these events, gosh, sometimes 1, 2 o'clock in the morning.
Right.
Start.
Yeah, and
You would edit on the spot?
As soon as we got home, she would start editing on the computer because a lot of the times with these events, it's the first one that comes out as the one that gets the most views.
That makes sense because your most recent video of the Villains Night, I'm like, I look at the date, it's March, but whatever the date was, I'm like, that was 2 days ago. How did they get this so quick?
And it would have been up earlier, but
YouTube's uploading and processing. Sometimes it hangs, and it sets us. It's a little bit of a setback for us, but it got up.
because you can get it uploaded, but YouTube when you upload something, it starts off at a low res 360p, then does a 720p, then does a 1080p, then a 4K. And we don't have it go live until it gets to at least 1080p because we don't want it to look bad.
The 4K quality, because I have a 4K TV, I was like, man, it's just great. And for someone who doesn't have a background in video editing, I mean...
Yeah, I have no background in my previous job, long time ago. I had some experience with Photoshop, some Adobe experience, but it was very, very minimal. So getting thrown into this Adobe Premiere Pro without anything... was kind of like, okay, I'm really good at figuring and tinkering with things to figure out how things work, and
she's creative, so that helps.
Your music selection for background music, it definitely gets you engulfed into the videos. Like
thanks.
Like I said earlier, you're welcome. The music for Cemetery Lane video, it was in my head forever. And I hear Chris said, I think they're all dead.
Yeah, we've had, I think one or two people say, can you do them without the music?
No, I like them.
Yeah, I like it with the music as well.
For me, it just adds to it. It sets the tone, and I don't know, it's gonna stay.
Yeah, if we do like just a straight up point of view of a ride or something, sometimes we won't add any music, but even then, I think adding something to it just helps the video.
Yeah, the live audio that's there will stay, but then we add a little bit of music underneath it just to lighten it up a little bit.
Yep.
Like, for example, I prefer a podcast that has a little background music. Like if I just release this, I to me, no, you don't want to hear the echo off my wall than my neighbor using a leaf blower. But I have that melodic kind of spooky-esque music in the background, which kind of became the signature sound of the podcast. Now people are like, oh my God, I love the music. I'm like, I just found some random music. I'm like, okay. It's like people love that. To me, but it takes you on. I feel like you
it completes the picture.
Yeah, it has flow. Like it creates a very energetic vibe.
Mm-hmm.
Like it segues to like you guys just panning the camera, filming like the environment of like downtown Disney, or like zooming in on whatever, or going on the rides. I like it personally. So
yeah, no, I think the audio is just as important as the video for all these, even for YouTube videos, there's no doubt.
I've considered putting the audio on YouTube, but that's more work. I'm sorry. It's just maybe eventually we'll see.
Mm-hmm.
What type of rig or equipment are we using for your videos?
So we use the Sony A7S III, which is a full frame camera designed for video.
Okay.
We change lenses for nighttime video. We end up using prime lenses. So we have a 20 millimeter 1.8, which does really well with low light.
Okay.
And that works great if we go to like a big theme park where there's things are a little further away. But when we did some of the home haunts, especially for something like the Corona haunt, where you're really in a confined space, there's not a lot, you need a really, really wide lens.
Okay.
So we use like a Sony 14 millimeter 1.8, which is again very good for low light level. And then if we do something during the day, we do use a zoom lens a lot of the time. But again, it's all Sony gear that we use.
You definitely did your research on the gear, obviously.
It's gone through a few iterations. We've bought things and sold things to get it where it is now.
We have, but we've got I think a good list of gear to do everything. We do have a gimbal that we use if we're doing like an event. Most of the times we don't use it. It just depends on the event. If you're going to be doing a lot of walking, we usually do bring it though.
Okay.
It's just an extra thing to carry.
I have a buddy who has the gimbal, then he has a monopod. Because a lot of the events don't allow tripods, I guess. So you have to do a monopod.
Yeah, theme parks allow you to use either monopod or a tripod, but some other events don't. You're right. Monopod's just a good way to keep it so you're not holding it out in front of you the entire time.
I love the quality. One thing I will say, you guys should get sponsorship from Champion Sweaters. Because Chris wears them all the time.
I do.
He wears them all the time. I mean, are they sponsored? Because he wears it every single time.
It was cold. And I had a few of them.
Those are his favorites, and now he has a new
The Carhartt.
Carhartt.
Yeah.
Hey, they're comfortable. I get it.
They are.
I have my hoodies and my jackets. I'm not going to lie. Okay. I already know the answer to this. You know, obviously Marina's the bigger chicken when it comes to the haunt attractions.
I'm getting better.
It's fun, you know, and then
It's fun.
You make the haunters, they're not malicious. You make their day because it's like, we're there to entertain. Some people are there for themselves. Me personally, and a lot of people, we're there for you guys to entertain, to create an experience or an environment, or just to make it's fun. Half the time I have to look away and laugh, or like if I am really laughing, it's got to be this over the top, like, but I'm like really laughing. But my question here is, some of the places you went to, as far as your, some of the videos you did and places you've been to, like you went to Knott's Scary Farm, the Haunted Trails, Dark Harvest, Pirates Cave, Cemetery Lane, the Disneyland Halloween event. Are you guys planning on doing this again this year for Haunt?
Yes.
And more
And
so.
more.
There was a whole bunch of events we didn't get to this past year. But there's a bunch of events knowing what they are now, like Pirates Cave
Right.
or Corona Haunt. Those will be musts. We didn't get to. There's a gentleman down in I think Dana Point that recreates the haunted mansion in his house, in his backyard, and it looks amazing from the photos.
Okay.
We didn't make it out there. We actually ended up filming a bunch of just some really cool Halloween yard displays that we shot the video, but never got the video posted. I mean, some pretty elaborate ones too.
I don't know if you guys are aware of the SoCal Haunt list.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll shut my mouth now.
No. Yeah, we're definitely aware of
Okay.
it. It's time with a full-time job as well as just the time it takes to edit. And Halloween was a whirlwind.
It was brutal.
Yeah, it was brutal.
I don't think I slept for most of the month of October.
People don't realize how busy it gets if you're either a builder, a set designer, makeup artist, atmospheric character, a YouTuber, a podcaster. It's like by the time like November comes around, I don't want to do anything. Like I am wiped out. Like I'm literally done.
We had no idea how the whole process of shooting and editing. You watch it on YouTube and you're like, oh, that's really cool. And then you go out and then you shoot it and now you have to edit it. Oh yeah, now you have to wait for it to download and upload and it's a process.
It's a huge process.
I'm trying to juggle a secondary podcast with my friend Emmanuel. It's going to be more of a old timey radio show. juggle 2 podcasts. I'm trying to do a secondary podcast and then produce an event, and then just have a full-time job, and then sleep and eat and be responsible and adult. It's so much to do. It's just people don't realize it's like, oh, it'd be cool to do a YouTube video. It's a lot of work.
Mm-hmm. It is.
I mean, you could put out a YouTube video and not edit. There's a lot of people who do it.
Or just do live streams.
Or just
once you get to a certain point where it doesn't require any editing. But I don't know, the fact that we like it to look good and sound good and look like a complete product.
We want to put out a good product, so it takes time.
I rather have quality than quantity, so I get it.
Yeah.
Are we planning on going to Boysenberry Festival in Knott's this year?
Yes.
We will be there this Friday.
For those that don't know what Boysenberry Festival it is, how can you explain it for the people out of state?
So Knott's Berry Farm, which was based on Boysenberry Farm, has an event every year where they create a tremendous amount of different food options, all based on the boysenberry. And this will be everything from hamburgers to pizza to Mexican food.
Every kind of dessert.
And it has some type of hit to boysenberry. And they do this event, I think it runs about a month long, and every day of the week. And you can come into the park and there's entertainment, food, live music, characters set up. It's a great event.
Some of the foodies and like Knott's people, you see them like with their hair dyed boysenberry color, their clothes, the shirts, purses, parasols. I'm like, wow, some people really get into it.
People really get into it. And Knott's being considered to be the original theme park.
True.
Is where it happens at. I'm glad they continue to do it every year.
It's a fun event. We're definitely looking forward to it. I think we're going Easter weekend.
Okay.
We're celebrating 2 birthdays. My buddy Emmanuel's birthday, and then my brother's birthday was the 18th. But
it's gonna be packed.
Oh yeah.
We went there this morning on the way here to stop by, and that place was jam packed. The whole park, lines of cars, lines of people to get in.
Just to let you guys know, they brought us a whole boysenberry pie as a housewarming gift. Thank you.
Of course, you have to get ready for the festival, right?
I was like, wow, okay, that's gonna be gone by tonight. You know. Any other events you guys are planning on attending?
We have Midsummer Scream coming up. We have a Star Wars night at Disneyland
in May.
Have you guys ever been to Monsterpalooza in the Pasadena Convention Center?
No, but we're going to go.
Really? Cool. I might see you guys there. So.
Yeah, we definitely plan on going. In November, it's a trip we actually had planned in January. Then we had it planned for March 18th. It was a trip to Japan to go to Tokyo Disney.
Okay.
Disney Seas. We keep postponing it because they're not letting tourists into Japan still.
Wow.
So we delayed it till November because the summertime in Japan is awful from a weather standpoint. So we'll be out there we thought about trying to get out there for Halloween, but it just, the timing wasn't working. But we'll be out there for Christmas time in Japan, which is going to be fun.
Cool.
And maybe Paris.
Maybe Paris. If we can do it there because they're having the 30th anniversary for that, that'll be fun.
Knott's is coming up. Well, Scary Farm, excuse me. I believe their 50th anniversary in 2 years.
That'll be massive.
That's going to be insane. Hopefully I'm there. Hopefully this year when I audition, I'll get casted. I'll do whatever they want me to do. Want me to sweep the park? I'll do it. I don't care. It's like,
it is our favorite event. Like I said, we bought the season pass for the Scary Farm event as well. So it would be almost every evening, not every evening, but a lot of them. Like, let's just go on over. Let's just go on. Thursdays and Sundays. I tell everyone, go on a Thursday. And it's not as crowded. It's just fun to watch.
And the thing I like about it is there's no chainsaws.
Right, not at Knott's.
Yeah, but see, the problem is now, people that might work there,
and they'll bring some chainsaws.
And then,
all they have to do is make the sound, and then I'll run.
That person knows a lot of other people. I'm like, hey, these YouTubers that I know, these really cool people. I'm like, this is what we do. It's either
you guys
like
talk to each other.
Everyone talks, but then you get like in a Facebook chat, a cast chat, and everyone's like, hey, this, hey, that, and you're like, hey, everybody, this is my girlfriend Krista and her friend Erica. This is what they look like. Make sure you get them. Yeah, so that's what I did a couple times.
We're gonna be a target.
Well, especially if you're like, oh, come on, we love the camera and we're monsters. So if you're walking around with the camera, they're like, YouTubers, okay, here's my time to shine. Yeah.
Except for HHN.
Yeah, HHN this past year was a little different, I thought.
Yeah, Chris was out. I mean, he's tall, you can't miss him, and then he has his camera, and they they left him alone. They would see him and kind of veer off to the side.
Yeah, I was a little surprised.
I think it's a big man syndrome because I get that sometimes in the mazes, but in the women for some reason they pick up on it with me, especially if they're tiny, and they attack me and I react. I'm like, oh! Inside, I've told this story a million times. Inside in the depths, it's inside the pirate ship. There, I think they're the sea hags or the sea wenches. There was a million of them in there. And I made a face like, oh God, why is there so many in here? And they all just attacked me at once.
Oh wow, that'd be awesome.
And even other characters like the female clowns, I'm like, I don't like the way I don't know what it is. If they're tiny, I'm like, oh God. Or like the what was it inside the waxworks? It was some of the female actresses. Which one of them I knew? She kept giving me a hard time, but like they pick up on it. Or they're like, hey,
that's my favorite maze too.
That was such a cool theme. Oh my God.
Carnival was really good this year too, but Waxworks was awesome. I'm sorry, Mesmer, yeah.
That is in development. It's I love the theme. It needed a little more characters, I think. Yeah, I love the theme, but they're definitely developing. It's a new maze. It has its growing pains. So
the Waxworks is awesome.
Yeah, and we did notice early on for Scary Farm, because we went so often, there weren't as many scare actors in the first half, and then when we went the second half, we're like, where'd they all come from?
More people.
Indirectly, I was told a lot of people dropped out like the first night, like the first week. Oh, wow. And then out of nowhere, like they had like a flood of like just monsters show up. I'm like, oh my gosh, they're everywhere. And it's like everyone like from Dark Harbor, because Dark Harbor wasn't around last year. Some of them needed a home. Not everybody can, drive out to the hayride in Griffith Park or, Horror Nights. There's only so many people that could work at the 17th door. It just, I tried to do on call, but they needed me to be a little more available. But I already committed to Pirates Cave and Cemetery Lane, and I was casted for the 17th door, but for reasons I decided not to do it, just respectfully. But yeah, the opening night, it was kind of light on monsters. I had fun.
No, we had a great time. It was funny because I was comparing obviously HHN and Knott's, and I actually preferred Knott's for last year. I thought it was a better event.
As I drink water on mic, like always. Any future videos that you could talk about?
The Disney breakfast video that we have coming out.
I still cannot believe they have breakfast. I see like in the hotel, yes.
But they actually have it in the park as well. There's
gosh.
Yeah, there's the chimichanga place. There's in
breakfast.
Tomorrowland, there's a breakfast burrito.
I mean, beside the sit-down places that people know about, but if you don't want to sit down, you paid a lot of money for these tickets. You want to grab something to eat and head on out. So we have 3-4 different places that we focus on, and then we didn't even get to California Adventure because there's a
breakfast there.
Yeah, there's a chorizo
there as well.
Blew my mind. I had no idea. See, the problem is, you told me breakfast burrito. I'm used to these places I go to where they have a breakfast burrito all day. So if I go to Disney, I expect this breakfast burrito like at 9:00 at night.
Yeah, you're not going to get it there. And that chimichanga is going to disappear within an hour. Oh, but it's totally worth it. It really is that good. Yeah. That breakfast chimichanga.
I am clueless.
And then another video we have is kind of giving a secret, kind of a tip on getting reservations.
Okay.
So they book out like
months in advance for Disney, for some of the sit-down restaurants like
okay.
I can't remember what the time frame, like 30, 60, 90 days in advance. It's really hard to get in. Blue Bayou. I mean, they still have the walk-up. You can put yourself on the list. But if you're going to be there with your family and you really want to get in and kind of like put it on the calendar and we have a reservation, we have a little tip on how to do that.
Video. We used it for New Year's Eve. We used it for Christmas Eve.
We used it when we were in Walt Disney
and within a week of those nights happening, we're able to pull off reservations by using this thing. So we'll have a video that'll show that as well.
That's another thing I like about your guys' video. You give like these tips. When it's like, hey, if you come to the park, park here, or if you do this, come here, make a reservation here first. Or if you don't want to deal with this, you go over there. So it's very informative. Yeah. Besides just food critics and going on the rides, it's like you guys are giving information to the people to help their experience be more enjoyable.
Yeah, when the dates are, a lot of people don't know that some of these events span like a month and a half, and what the fee is. So they just watch it and they'll know. what it costs to get in and how long they have.
How long it goes on for. Yeah, we try to provide not just here's the event, but here's some information background about it, so you know that if you've missed it or not. Nobody wants to watch an event, so here's an event you can't come to.
Yeah, they're like, oh, thanks.
Correct.
Rub it into my face.
We want to let them know right up front, but yeah.
Any things you guys like to plug?
Not really. We did create a Walker Chronicles website that just kind of links to all the Instagram and all the YouTube videos with some information about the gear that we use.
Well, we need to plug our Instagram account.
Yes.
We need some followers.
Definitely.
We do. Obviously for the YouTube channel as well. We've only been doing this for about a year and a half right now, and we'd love for it to get bigger and bigger.
For sure.
Just
it's going to happen.
More people. I think it'll happen naturally. We've been lucky enough to have the subscribers that we have right now, but of course we'd love it to get bigger. And we're just now finding all these events to do because obviously we're filling time until September, October for Halloween this year.
Oh, yeah. No sleep on season.
Well, I'm trying to get some sleep now to prepare for it.
This is why I decided to record a lot of episodes in advance and then have a cutoff date before it haunts. So I know I can't double dip. It's just a lot.
Yeah, because I keep trying to fill in the time with horror movies, and I keep trying to find stuff on Shudder or Netflix. And I found like that new Texas Chainsaw Massacre thing, and that was awful on Netflix. My personal opinion was not good.
I saw it in the background. And the girlfriend was watching it. I didn't like his costume, and I was like, it was shot nice. I just couldn't get into it.
It was definitely big production value, but there's so much more they can do.
There's some stuff. Just leave alone. Don't touch Lost Boys.
Which I know they're redoing.
I'm like, I love Halloween, but it's time to let it go.
Yes.
Let John Carpenter have it.
Yeah, and don't make that last Halloween movie. I thought was awful as well.
I enjoyed it. There was some stuff I didn't agree with. So
nothing will touch that first one.
Oh yeah,
or even the second one. The second one was great. I thought.
That's another episode we're gonna have to sit and record and talk horror movies.
Yeah. I even love number 3.
Season of the Witch. Those masks are so cool.
They are.
I wish I could go back to 1980 and buy like all 3 of them. The original castings. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, like I said before, I will put the links to your social media, your YouTube channel in the description of this episode for the podcast. And we've came to this time where I do it every episode where I ask you guys a fantasy question.
Okay.
And you get to answer it collectively or individually. So your question is, like I always say, a time portal opens in your prospective home. You have an opportunity to go back to any period of your life to relive an experience at any theme park. What time of your life do you pick and what theme park? Would you want to go back as a guest? Would you want to work in an attraction? What would you want to do?
Wow.
Like, do we go back to the golden era of like Disney when it first opened the park? Mm-hmm. Do we go back to Knott's when they had the actual donkeys you could ride and there was like the stunt show and there was maybe just 2 roller coasters? Do we go back to Universal when it had the A-Team stunt show? No one's going to remember that. And the Conan stunt show. Do we go to like Busch Gardens or do we go to like Santa's Village in San Bernardino? Is that even there still? I have no idea.
Santa's Village it is.
Is it? Okay. Yeah. I've been there in years. So where do we go? What period of your life? What do we do?
Oh gosh.
Like, are you wearing the knee-high socks, Chris, like in Pirates?
The shark shorts.
Yeah, you know.
I think it would probably be a visitor to Knott's.
Okay.
When they were transitioning from the restaurant and they were building all these displays to keep people entertained while they were waiting for their table to be ready. And they had that, the volcano.
Okay, wow.
Yeah. Oh, I can't remember what it's called.
They have the Devil's and oh my gosh.
Yeah, Devil's Inferno Volcano or something like that. I think it would be cool to go there, put a reservation, and go over and check that stuff out when it was at the very beginning. Anybody that knows Knott's, probably have seen photos of like Walt Disney visiting Walter Knott, going on the Calico Mine ride, and getting all those ideas for what he's going to do in his theme park. And I just think of that era that created all of this, and I think that's probably what mine would be.
Imagine the chicken back then, how great it was. The chicken's good now. I mean, geez.
And having Cordelia make it for you.
Imagine. Wow.
Would be amazing.
What about you, Marina?
Ooh.
Are we working the Haunted Mansion? Are we working the People Mover at Disney? Are we the original Star Tours? Are we working in the Penny Arcade? Or are we at Knott's frying chicken? What are we doing? I don't know why I said that chicken part. I have no idea.
Because you got chicken on the brain. I do. Yeah. I do now as well.
Probably back when Disney was alive. You see that picture of him in front of the castle, kind of walking through it. I just think all the nostalgia, like old 40s, 50, I mean, 55 was when this all happened, but back then, there was a kind of a classier time.
Simpler time.
Yeah. I think that's when I want to go back. And he used to walk the park.
Yep.
How cool is that?
Would you be an attendee or would you be an employee? Would you want to work, let's say, like the Matterhorn or, I don't know, selling cotton candy on Main Street?
No, I want to work in the penny arcade making toffee.
Ooh, nice.
English toffee.
She's a big Walt Disney person. Every night if we're there at night when we leave, as we walk by, she always says good night, Walt, to the lantern up in the window.
Yeah. Oh.
You want to be in the penny arcade making toffee?
Yeah, that's kind of come back. So there was a thing where I always ate English toffee. That English toffee there is just...
That's your routine?
Beyond.
Okay.
Well, that and the caramel apple with peanuts.
Ooh.
But I've stayed away from that toffee just because it's so addicting.
Okay.
You could sit and eat the whole bag. And so just fairly recently decided I'm going to get a bag. I'm gonna jump in and get back into it. And Christopher here, who is the sweets guy, realized I don't think I've ever had that before, and now he is also addicted.
I love it. Now I'm addicted to it, which is bad because I stopped on the way home from work the other night and bought 2 bags.
Oh my gosh.
Plus the apple.
Yeah. So maybe making something in their penny arcade kitchens and having Walt Disney walk down the street, Main Street.
That'd be cool.
Cool.
I want to be the dude on Main Street. And I told my girlfriend this the other day. It's the guy that has like 1,000 balloons. The vendor. It's the balloons that light up.
Yeah.
I want to be that guy. To this day, I'm like, I love those balloons. She's like, you're such a little kid. I'm like, those are so cool. It's the clear balloon with the Disney ears inside and the LED lights going. I want to be that guy. Just working Main Street selling those balloons. I don't know why. It's just that to me, like, and you get to see, the castle and the show moments and people coming in the park and just the smells, the sights, the sounds. I just want to sell balloons. That's all I want. Alrighty, guys. Gosh, I've asked you so many questions. Thank you for coming on.
No, thank you for having us.
My pleasure. I love the channel. You guys are doing an amazing job, and we'll get there. Trust me. The content is amazing. The quality is great.
Thank you.
I'm looking forward to whatever events you guys are going to show up to. I will let you know where I'm working.
Please do.
Any type of gigs. I'll try not to scare you too much. And
appreciate that.
There's no chainsaws and knots, but we'll see. Thank you again for coming on. I want to thank the sponsor of the podcast, vanfangs.com, for being the official sponsor of the podcast. And this has been episode 24 with the Walker Chronicles. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Hi, everybody. Have a good one.
The Creepcast, hosted by Rick Creeper 11. You've once again barely escaped the clutches of the Creepcast with Rick Creeper. Next time, you may not be so lucky. To find out more about the Creepcast and Rick Creeper, follow Rick on Instagram at RickCreeper11. Until next time, be sure to keep that lantern light burning. You never know what could be lurking out there in the dark.